Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm hoping you guys are all having a fantastic day, because I certainly am having a beyond fantastic day. So, you may have guessed it, I got my channel remonetized. So, yes, I could finally earn a little bit of money, and it is just such a joy. I knew it, they were in the wrong. Okay, so this was the thing. They demonetized my channel. They told me to change my channel completely so that I could get remonetized. I'm like, nonsense, this is humbug. I'm not changing a single aspect of my channel. Of course I didn't, and like always I applied, and of course I got remonetized because I did nothing wrong in the first place. So yeah, that was ridiculous. But I'm so glad it happened in March and April, not like in September, October. So I would just like to thank each and every one of you for wishing me good luck and helping me through this. I read your comments; it really helped me a lot. So I'm just so happy. I love it. I just love it. I'm so happy, and it's all because of you guys. Well, not obviously all because of you that they demonetized it or I got it back. It's just all because of you. I'm still doing this. So if you'd like to get this channel back on a good note, good foot, you could subscribe, because the monetization of the channel, I absolutely killed this channel. If you look at my last 30 days, the net subscriber was -2, so that's really bad. That's my lowest it has ever been since I started. And so if you feel free to subscribe, it is absolutely free if you have a YouTube account. I do updates about weather during the winter. I do winter storms. During the summer, I do severe weather like now, and updates, just general updates about hurricanes, tornadoes, all of that I can cover with my knowledge. I do. So consider doing that, and let's get right into the video. Oh, also, if you're a Patreon, thank you so much for supporting me through these tough times. I will make sure to somehow reward you in some certain way. If you want to become a Patreon, I don't really care at this point. You could, but I'm so glad I got my channel back. You could, however, support my channel through Amazon affiliates if you still want to. That's basically, you don't have to get out of your way to pay to me. You just what's his face? You just click and on that link and buy stuff today. Yes, again, if you want to. So you could go down and click those links in the description box below. Completely optional. I'm just so glad I got my channel back. So thank you guys. Right now we're looking at a storm that is occurring. There's some thunderstorms across the Midwest, a little bit of rain, but overall very, very, very warm weather. A little bit snow up in southern Canada, but very warm conditions continuing to Monday and Tuesday. But then we start seeing a big storm that came on the coast a couple days earlier. It's coming on right now, actually. This storm really starts organizing. We see a cold flow of air into the northeast, but doesn't get too far south before this system right here brings a warm front. Let's quickly draw this out for you guys. You can see it's centered right here, the low, and has a cold front right somewhere. It's in the mountains, so it's kind of doing that. And then the warm front is right here. I don't know if you could see that, but that's a bad color, but it's basically doing that. And the warm air is just pushing up with this, and there's 70-degree plus in this area, guys. It's very warm, and it will continue to be warm as the storm, manages to push through this warm air and produce snow in the cold air. And you can see it just takes a very characteristic spring-like storm. Some severe weather not out of the question in this area. Very warm weather though. And behind this system, you can see the cold air starts really sweeping in. So this is the latest model run. It goes out to 102 hours. That's it as of now. So let's just see what the total snowfall is. You can see they have not backed down on the snowfall accumulations. I got a lot of comments last night saying, that's completely off the models. I mean, yeah, I think they're overdoing it slightly, but I don't think they're that far off. I mean, I think there's going to be some locations receiving 20 inches plus, because I'm not saying where exactly. They still don't have an exact pinpoint of where those areas will be that see 20 inches plus, but I definitely do think some locations will see 20 inches plus with this system. This is just spring storm fueled with moisture. It has nothing better to do but absolutely explode in size. And let's go to, there's literally nothing stopping it from exploding in size. This is the previous model, and you can see has, again, the Twin Cities in its axes at this point, but this was still bound to change. So if you live in this area or anywhere with the snow, don't go crazy. This could still definitely change, but generally there has been quite a bit of consistency that this system will be occurring across the upper Midwest and dropping quite a bit of snow. So let's go back to the 12Z model run, since that model run is the one that's fully out. And let's check at the total accumulated precip. This one just shows us how much rain is going to occur in the next, let's just go hour. So let's all go back. With this first wave that's going on right now with the warm temperatures, the only significant rains going on in the south, or if a thunderstorm trains over one area, you could see quite a bit of rain from that. Otherwise, though, you know, pretty benign weather up until that storm arrives, and you could see produces. I apologize, I keep yawning, I'm fairly tired. We see that this storm drops quite a bit of, you know, precip in terms of rain, but this would, again, all fall in snow. So you have, what, 2-3 inches of snow here. That could definitely equivalent out to 20 to 30 inches of snow. And then we see just more rain. It seems like a very wet period is going on for a lot of the country, most of the country, the west, the east, the north, maybe not the southwest, but everywhere should be fairly rainy and fairly, you know, fairly rainy and fairly above average precip for this time of the year. Even though spring is, you know, April showers bringing flowers, still there's a, you know, there's a cap to that. There's a limit. There's an average. It's not just it's rainy every April. Some Aprils are less rainier, some Aprils are more rainier. So let's just go back to MSLP and precip and see if there's any more snowstorms going to happen. Or first, actually, let's go through that snowstorm fully, because we didn't go through it fully. But okay, so again, it comes out of the Rockies, very strong, powerful systems. A spring storm curls up into this bowling ball of energy and drops quite a bit of snow into the Minnesota, Nebraska, and South Dakota area, and then quite a bit of warmth air gets pumped into the north. But look at that, behind it, fairly chilly conditions. Not bitter, you know, not necessarily disgustingly cold, but definitely still chilly for this time of the year. So make sure to protect your tender plants if you have to put them outside, if you live anywhere in Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, even Missouri, Illinois, Wisconsin, all those locations. If you have like citrus trees, anything like that, you need to be watchful of that, because just because there's a couple of warm days right now doesn't mean it will continue to be warm. Afterwards, though, you can see this is next Monday. Things start warming up again, and maybe another cool off tries making its way in. But we're definitely gonna be seeing, you know, less of those 30s temperatures. I mean, we're getting almost into May here, April 23rd. So at this time, it's gonna already start to be warm. And let's go to 2-meter temperature anomaly, and let's see what. You know, how does this look like compared to average? Because you know, maybe you'll just. I was just basically showing you the millibar reading pressures. So again, here's the storm. Look at that, just very warm in front of it, very cold behind it. Such a beautiful example of the system. Look at that cold air behind it, very chilly. You know, 10 to negative 20 degrees below average in certain locations. But then we start getting it, you know, mixed. Look at that. I just realized that. Look at this little spot right here. That's where the snow fell, and look how it stays below average. I mean, it's above warm, all above average around, and then look at that spot, all cooler. That is because of the snowpack reflects the heat, but then you can see it gets worn away after a couple of weeks, so that disappears. But definitely not a bad you know, pattern. We're not going to be seeing bitterly cold or bitterly warm or extremely warm after this will cool off. So for now, very warm. Yes, these next couple of days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, depending. I do apologize, depending on where you live. But then we do get colder conditions, we do get colder conditions below average, and then we just kind of average out. If we go to 2-meter shaded, you can see 60s, 70s are widespread, and now they're only occurring because it's, you know, like 30 to 40 degrees above average in some locations. You can see this is Sunday today. This is you can see the nights aren't even that cool at all. That's like sometimes the daytime high for these locations. And we see, look, Monday very warm, 70s. Tuesday also warm. Wednesday we see a cool off for some of the northern sections, but definitely even warmer to the south and mid part of the country. And then as we look into Thursday, April 11th, right before that storm, that cold air approaches, and we see a little blast of warm air, and then you can see pretty cold temperatures below average. You can see during the nights gets below freezing. During the days, though, it should be fine. You should be in the 40s. And then we see back of a warm up. So not necessarily too bad. I would not be complaining. This is you know, fairly good weather. So hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something new. Again, consider subscribing, and I would like to thank you all of you guys again for supporting me. And I'll catch you all guys in the next episode. See ya. Bye.